Thanks for staying with us here on Atlanta & Company. I'm Holly Firfer. Georgia Perimeter College is among the nation's fastest growing metropolitan two-year colleges. On top of that, GPC enrolls more freshmen, has more students transferring to other colleges and universities, and offers more online courses than any other institution in our state. And joining us now with more are Georgia Perimeter College President, Dr. Anthony Tricoli, Erskine Hawkins, who is a business professor on the Decatur campus, and a former GPC student, Kevin. How do you pronounce your last name?
No, G silent.
Okay, gotcha. Nice to meet you. Thanks for being here.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
First of all, Dr. Tricoli, your mission is centered on student success. So how are you able to carry out that mission?
Oh, we carry it out in a whole litany of ways. We transfer a great number of students to the four-year institutions. So the greatest number of students that come to the college are looking for transferability, which is why we pushed our transfer admission guarantees. Students come to us, like I said, for a wide range of reasons. Most of those students that come to the college are looking for the opportunity to move on. A lot of students also come to the institution with an interest in moving on in a career right after their two-year degree.
Now, GPC has made a tremendous impact on Georgia's economy, which is very important in this day and age. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Well, our impact on the economy is over about $400,000 or $500,000 a year. Students can come to GPC at a very low cost. Average enrollment cost for a year is about $2,000. So a student can complete an associate degree for about $4,000 a year, for $4,000 for the two-year degree.
That's incredible. And when you talk about that $4,000 for 2 years, what does that include? I mean, how many classes are we talking about? Because that is an incredible price.
It's tuition. It's entire tuition. Students will enroll in about 15 units per semester. So for 15 units per semester for 2 semesters a year, 30 units a year, about $2,000 for those 30 units.
And you enroll so many freshmen every year. Why do you think there are so many freshmen and everybody wants to come to GPC?
We have 12,800 freshmen at the institution this year, which is more freshmen than any institution in the state of Georgia. Students are looking to come to GPC for a couple of reasons. Number one, we have small class sizes. Our average class size is around 22 or 23 students, and our cost obviously is very low. Plus, we are located every place. We're very accessible. We have 5 campuses, from Gwinnett in Lawrenceville, and our Newton campus, which we just opened in that location, our Dunwoody campus, our Clarkston campus, our Decatur campus. And we're just now opening a new center in Alpharetta as well.
Oh, terrific. You cover the entire metropolitan area. And not only do these freshmen enroll, but they actually graduate, which is very important. How many do you think go on to make an impact as professionals, from those who start, finish, and then move on to careers?
Probably a huge number of them. We know that around 70% of the students that say that they intend to transfer and move on to get a bachelor's degree do so. Our students do very well. We brought a student along with us today to chat about his success.
Yeah, let's talk about this. What did you major in, and how have you taken that beyond? Now you're a graduate.
Yeah, Georgia Perimeter College. I got my associate's there, which is the 2-year degree in business administration. Eventually moved on to Georgia State University. About to graduate, majoring in accounting right now.
Congratulations.
And eventually I'll be starting my career with a large consulting firm in Washington, D.C.
Wow.
So I attribute a lot of that success to Georgia Perimeter College and a lot of things I've learned there.
How was your time there? Tell us about what your campus life was like there.
The campus life, it's not a traditional campus life. We don't have students living there, but we do focus a lot about academics. We do have a lot of mentorship. The small class size really facilitate that interaction with the teachers and the different faculties. So a lot of those skills translated into my ability to talk to people, my abilities to lead. So a lot of those key attributes really transferred into Georgia State University and, of course, into my career.
That's terrific. I want to ask you about your sign language interpretation program, because that's something very unique. Would you talk a little bit about that?
It is. We're the only 2-year institution in the state, to my knowledge, that has this program. In fact, we're the only one in the Atlanta area, 2-year or 4-year, and one of the things that we're looking at doing right now is helping our students by considering possibly moving to a 4-year degree as well in that area. Students who who graduate with a degree in that field have no problem at all finding employment.
Oh, that's terrific. And let's talk about your professor of business there at the school at GPC Decatur campus, correct?
Yes.
Want to make sure that's right. You're also receiving national recognition. Congratulations. So I'd love to hear about your accomplishments.
My accomplishment is that I get a chance every day to work with some really bright people who are motivated and dedicated to that, of being educated, and I'm just lucky to get a chance to get up there in front of them and teach them a few things about accounting, which is what I mainly do. I must have talked to about 4 or 5 different people yesterday. One was a 23-year-old Japanese exchange student who is a former student of mine. Last night I talked to a student who has 2 grown children. And at a community college, you get a chance to interact with people of all backgrounds and ages. And the thing I like about it is, in an environment like that, I get to teach but also learn a lot from the people in the classroom with me.
That's terrific. And a lot of people will ask, why do you think there's so much success in a 2-year program like this?
It's our class size, it's our faculty. Erskine's very humble. I will tell you, he's received national awards on a couple of different fronts, and we have a number of faculty who have, our faculty have received more Governor's Teaching Fellows awards than any other faculty in the state of Georgia. They do really well. I'll share something with you that will give you a little better view of GPC. The Jack Kent Cooke Foundation provides a scholarship. It's one of the most lucrative scholarships in the country. It's a $90,000 scholarship for a 3-year period of time.
Wow.
The institution in the country that has produced greatest numbers of Jack Kent Cooke scholars is Georgia Perimeter College.
Wow. And do you attribute, obviously, the class size? I mean, that's great. When you say 22, 23 students, that's a lot of one-on-one interaction.
Class size is great, but if you don't have awesome faculty, you got nothing. We have wonderful faculty. We have outstanding faculty.
And do you find that an advantage as a professor, that you're able to talk to students one-on-one instead of having a huge, 300-room auditorium, that you really can watch people's progress and help them individually?
You get to know them. And when I went to school, that was important to me. I went to a small school, and a lot of my professors took an interest in me. I had a former student call me yesterday to tell me that she had a 2-month-old baby.
Oh.
And when you're working at a school like GPC, you really get to know them on that level, and you really feel like you're part of their lives.
And they feel comfortable enough to give you a call and tell you what's going on.
They do.
Thank you so much, gentlemen, for being here. Sounds great, and congratulations. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Come back and visit us here in Atlanta from D.C. And if you want more information, call 678-891-2680. And you can get the admissions office, 678-891-4125. You can also log on to gpc.edu. This segment was paid for by Georgia Perimeter College.